Okay, I am hyped AF. I thought it would be kind of fun to, in preparation of this release, do a little something that, oh, excuse me, I don't know how to use OBS anymore. A little something that nobody ever will watch, but I kind of feel like I want to do it anyway. So Cocoon is the first game by Geometric Interactive, which is Jeppe Carlsen's very own game company. Carlsen has a long history with games, and he was the lead gameplay designer at Playdead for a while. Playdead are the developers of some quite well-known indie games. So before we dive into Cocoon, it's not ready to be released yet. My heart, I just saw the big green button in Steam, but it was actually just Limbo and not Cocoon. Nope, Cocoon is still has no download button. It's not there yet. Okay. Carlsen is the lead gameplay designer, has been the lead gameplay designer for Playdead's games. And I want to have a little bit of a... That was some nice Denglish. I want to have a bit of a look at the games. Yeah, no preload. It's fortunately I have most of the time fast internet, so I hope it won't take too long. Anyway, but I want to take a look at some of the designs from Carlsen. And yeah, you know, my experience with the games over the years. So in 2010, a game that caught the attention of some people, of many people actually, it was in the time when indie games emerged. You had titles such as, I don't know, Braid, Super Meat Boy, Cave Story Plus, Spelunky. Was that the same time frame? I don't even remember anymore, but it was when suddenly games that used to be prominent for, you know, being part of the Flash communities were getting into the viewpoint of the mainstream. It's the right mic I'm using. Good. I was just making sure that I'm not using the webcam mic by accident. Yeah, it looks good. Great. And Limbo certainly was a title that came out and enchanted those who played it. So we want to have a little look at Limbo before we start with Cocoon. Yeah. Sunday, March 26th, Sunday, June. All right, I think that looks good, I guess. All right, all the chapters are available. That's great. I think I have to put the game up a little bit. Oh, Limbo is one of those uncapturable games. I usually don't want to show my cam during gameplay, but I'm going to do this for this retrospective. I have a crappy layout anyway. We don't need to see the control. We don't need to see live split. We just want to see game window capture. We're going to use... Are you serious? Oh gosh. Limbo is really evil about capturing. With the new PC, I've been super unlucky in trying to capture any gameplay from Limbo directly, especially from full screen mode. Encoding overloaded. What? What's your problem, mate? So I have to... Yeah, you know, we have to do the hardcore way. We're gonna just do display capture. Let's just, you know, display bottom. Boop. And yeah. And we're gonna put it here. I'm gonna start the game. Actually, when I click then outside into OBS again, you can see some stuff. I better close down everything, that you don't accidentally. That's why display capture sucks. All right, that's the worst part about the stream. Can you use a hotkey for transitions? Let me see real quick. Hotkeys. Transition hotkey. What is the hotkey for transition? Is it? What's a good hotkey for transition in OBS? F8? Is F8 used in Windows at all? All right, I'm gonna use F8. Apply. And now, when I do this, it works. Awesome. Perfect. I have to take a look at the clock, so I am there when Cocoon is ready. So Limbo came out in 2010, original for PC, and was then for Xbox 360, but it came out later for PC as well, ported, and by today it's gotten released on pretty much any platform under the sun. Even a demake for C64 has been in development for a while. I don't know if it's actually a thing still or was abandoned. But Limbo was a pretty cool game because it combined a morbid art style and a very, calm art style with a mysterious, wordless narrative. And what is the great thing about this game is it works so well. The vision of the game is so cohesively executed that just the movement in the game, in combination with how you can, interact with anything that you can interact with. In a bit, I'm gonna see something that I can interact with. And yeah, the physics, I think it's Havoc physics as much as I remember. Here, interacting with objects, it just feels so right in place. Nothing in this game to me feels out of place really, and this is what the most important part about a game is, that it feels cohesive and good, and they nailed it. Now, of course, there's more than just visuals to this game. There's a bunch of puzzles in here, and the game has been described as trial and death by the developers. So sometimes you have to take a death in order to understand the puzzle. For example, here you would think, all right, I have to go in here, and then I go further, and suddenly it's like, oh no, oh shit, and then you're getting squished. Then you realize, okay, I have to go here, and the tire comes, so I'm gonna run away from the tire again. And now I'm going back. And then you might think, okay, you got it. And then if you don't react here quickly enough, you realize, oh no, I died again. Or actually, let me check. I have speedrun this game for too long, so I don't remember all the shenanigans in a casual playthrough that you see. Yeah, and if you wait here too long, suddenly it's like, ah, crap, I died again. But another section that perfectly displays how the trial and death works is, you see a trap, you might think, oh, I better not activate this trap here, so I will avoid the big button in the middle, and you walk, and suddenly, oh no, suddenly it's the ground around the button in the middle is the trigger. And then you're like, okay, I have to jump up here. I get it. Okay, I get it. I have to jump up there. And then you're like, oh no. For the second one, you actually get squished. And that's, I think, kind of funny. And especially since you then have to, it's not just a puzzle that you have to avoid, but you also have to make use of it when you get to this scene and the kids come and they follow you and they want to hurt you. And then you have to remember which one was the region that was dangerous. And yeah, that's pretty nice. There's some interesting puzzles here. I want to show one thing where I think... I can't think of a great puzzle that displays the... maybe here? I wanna get to 140 real quick, but one more. I would just wanna show. Let's show this one here, for example. And this puzzle is actually no. I want to show the box puzzle, the gravity boxes, because that one is actually a proper puzzle. So here, after we have finally gotten away with the scene, first of all we have these. This is, in my opinion, great design because you have such a calming sound here, and in fact, despite the environment being very dangerous to you with these guns, you have this calming sound. And the calming sound goes away when the guns go away. I've never understood this, but I thought this was always very unexpected. Now here's a nice box puzzle where you kind of have to do things. You have to understand that, okay, here's a button, and you think you might need to get the boxes up or something. It might not be super obvious at first, but after a while you might think about it, and you realize that after all you had to do was push the box up the slope, go down again, use the other box as a platform first, wait until the box goes down on the button, and we want to use this box to climb up here. Now we can go back on top here, but we're gonna see I can't reach the top up here, but now there's a ladder here and I can open a shortcut, so I don't need the box anymore. Now if I push this up the slope, I will go up there and have the box arrive. I need this box. Now I have to think, how do I get the box up here? If only there was a way to push the box upwards. And there is a way to push the box upwards, of course. We've just used it. So we can go back down again, have the box in the right position, push the box up the slope again. And climb up here. Oh, I just wondered what the noise was. It's my dryer of the clothes. Okay, and now I have solved the puzzle. So the slope was used 3 separate times in the puzzle, and it was just such a small room. But you had to do 3 roundabouts in order to actually. Hey, Exivase, yeah, Cocoon hype, absolutely. Just 40 more minutes. Woo! You had to do 3 roundabouts with just the same puzzle layout, and I think this gave you a glimpse of the genius of Carlsen's puzzle design. And here's the final section of the game, where I thought this was pretty cool. Here you have these gravity arrows. They automatically disable after a while, so you have to make sure that you re-enable them in time. And then when you get across this section, here when you jump down, you have to activate this arrow when you go further, and then this one suddenly turns out around automatically. And that's it's kind of it prepares you for what's to come. And I think that's pretty cool. So it has... I'm prepared now. Yeah, I jumped way too early down there. I forgot to count. I'm sorry. I just wanted to end this with the end of the game. I'm actually not gonna... I'm gonna do the casual way. So here, you know... I have to go down. I have to go up here. To walk around. Now I have to do another cycle. This is specifically designed in a way. Now, if I drop down to the right, I wouldn't be able to get away out of line of the gun anymore. So I have to make sure where I drop down. So this is, yeah, this is pretty cool puzzle design that just feels totally natural. Wah! That was close to the hitbox, I think. And now here we have the final puzzle where it's not quite clear what you have to do until you realize you have to time your jump, that you have enough momentum to make it and break it through this glass. And that was Windows. Well, that was Limbo on Windows, actually. Came out in 2010 for Xbox 360 and I think 2013 for PC. All right, but of course, this is a Carlsen retrospective, and there's been more games released under his umbrella. After that Limbo, after the first Playdate game, Carlsen actually created a game independently while still working for Playdate. And this game I found out about by pure accident. It was back in the days when, before Steam Greenlight, before Steam Direct even, well, Steam Direct came after Greenlight, so it was before Steam Direct, before Steam Greenlight even. When, dare I say, the Steam catalog had a bit higher quality. And I was checking the new games every evening. And this game immediately caught my attention because of its colorful layout and abstract shapes. And then I watched the trailer and I listened to the sound and was like, wow, this is absolutely fantastic audio design. And I was genuinely impressed. And of course, this game is, as we all know, the game 140. 140 stands for, oh, I have the speedrun timer mod on. It stands for 140 beats per minute. This game is a rhythm game. Well, it's a rhythm platformer, but in a way that that does not embrace you to, you know, make every action exactly on a beat, but rather deliver a sort of, let's show you the first few seconds of the first level, but rather in a way to create an even synesthetical experience between gameplay. Oh, I have it set to 60 FPS. Oh no, I can see the frame stuttering. You heard the stage was very quiet, and now the first musical element is there. And it's this weird bass sound that is in perfect symmetry. I don't know what's the right word. I don't know the right word, but it's in like perfectly synced with these elevators, because these elevators basically become this bass sound. And now here's another orb. Maybe there's another game that I have to play later that also has orbs. And now we activate this orb as well in this panel right here. And now the snare hit suddenly makes these blocks appear and disappear. And this is the whole, like, it's such a great design in this game. And I now need to do something, yeah, sorry for that, but I don't have time to go through all the... Oh no, I actually wanted to use this one here. Let's... I forgot how this works. Out of cycle. Okay. So down here you have these bars activated, which are going along with the beat, but they're in an off cycle. So it's always, for some bars they are longer off, or for some bars they are longer on. And here, the original design of this puzzle, is to do exactly that, yeah, right? Is to make sure that you, that you can't accidentally or on purpose jump across there. For a casual player, if they try to do it fast, like here, they would not be quick enough because they wouldn't know of the hidden technique, which is that one. But I really love this about 140 because it designs the puzzles and the movement around the musical cycles and the beat. So this puzzle is I'm supposed to wait here until here, and then I will wait another 2 cycles, and then I only can continue. And this is what, in my opinion, makes the game so great, because it's kind of, the puzzly part of a platforming. Of course, I don't know, should we end with the boss here as well? The boss fights are a bit different than the main game. That's one thing that I didn't really like so much about the game at first, because, or what is not like, but it's the one little criticism I have. The boss fights are great, but they have so little similarities to the rest of the game. So like here I have to point towards the triangle that is like trying to kill me. But the simple design for this, very simple design of the boss fight, now suddenly gets cranked up, because now the little triangle will rotate 90 degrees and 180 degrees successively, and I have to know exactly on which cycle I'm on and what angle to push to hit the triangle to yeah, now talking and this game is hard. So I have 90 degrees. I always have to know exactly which side I have to look at and which cycle is going to come. And with each, the enemy triangles, just get more per every phase, so it gets, you have to identify the evil triangle and then get the right direction. And now suddenly it not only just rotates the triangle, but also the background. But of course we have a little setup here to always make it right. And this is completely random, by the way. Alright. Also, shoutouts to this ending scene, which cripples any encoder for streaming. Rip my bitrate. How's the bitrate? Yeah. Now, the very, very cool thing about 140 is, well, first of all, I have to stress, this game is very dear to my heart. When I played it, I didn't even believe how good it was, because this was exactly the game that I needed at the time. I loved the music, I loved the gameplay, I loved the incorporation of the music into the gameplay. Let's make the music a bit quieter. And it's... I don't want to give the credit fully to the game, but 140 definitely played a huge role in my decision to not pursue a career as a musicologist, but instead go into the applied production side of audio. So now I don't have a boring job that doesn't pay me well, but I have a very fun job that doesn't pay me well, which is, I think, a trade-off that is nice to have. Very cool about the game, however, is that Carlsen, out of the blue, not only brought out the worst version of this game ever that came for PS4, but suddenly, for the good version of the game, in 2017, he added a 4th level. And that level brought so many new things. It's like by far the hardest level in the game. Let's do the thing. Like here. Suddenly you have to not only get the movement right, but get the cycle awareness at the same time, and understand, all right, where does it go? And if I do this, yeah, suddenly we have a new obstacle that moves differently than anything we've ever seen before in any of the other levels. And here as well, I can't just move fast because 140 is designed in a way of the 5 mode. Where? Schmidt, yeah. 140 is actually a very simplistic designed game because you can only move at one speed and jump at one height. So all the puzzles can be designed around that very movement. I really want to finish the game, but I want to be ready at 6 p.m. to... Okay, I want to show this scene because this is like my favorite scene of the new stuff. Oh, Ash, but I haven't seen that. That is you. I just thought, sorry, Exivas, he has such a similar jet color. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Are you ready for the cocoon? Alright, so we're gonna... And suddenly, you know, this mechanic comes back. And we have the wonderful arpeggiator in the back. Oops. I forgot the timing. Yeah, now here we have this element again, and it's so great because everything like sounds together greatly and stuff. All right, I don't have much time. We have to finish off the retrospective of 140. Oh yeah. Oh, what? What? Ah. All right. And we have the little triangle friend again. And that's the final boss, and And what I really love about this, yeah, Chichinanigans, absolutely. The final boss. What I really love about the 4th boss is, it is exactly the kind of boss that I had. Well, I won't say I had wished for 140 to have, because the other bosses are very cool as well. But what I would criticize at the other bosses, this one rectifies completely, because this is exactly what I expected. Kind of plays around with the mechanics you've had in the level. The gravity mechanic we didn't see before. And, yeah. And makes sure that you have mastered the techniques. And I really think this is such a great, well, free update with the 4th level from Carlsen. So thank you so much, Jeppe. Alrighty. Next game. Jeppe Carlsen was, to my knowledge, involved, at least next big game, is, of course, Inside. Inside is the 2nd game of Playdead. We're still waiting for the 3rd game, by the way, which is very likely going to be great. And Inside is probably one of my most favorite games ever. I don't think it's my favorite game ever, but it's probably very, very much up there. I think it's also one of the best, because Inside is... So now we're seeing Inside. Inside is a game, when it came out, I didn't really know what to do with it. But the older I get, the longer that its release is in the past, the more I appreciate it. And today, I would very confidently say that Inside is my favorite of the two Playdead releases so far. I love Limbo, don't get me wrong, I love Limbo, but Inside is, I think, even a bit better than Limbo because it combines narrative with the gameplay in such a good manner that focus on the gameplay but not over focus on it. And the best part, it still feels great to play. I could like squeeze through there, or like let's go somewhere. Here, for example, the scene. I can just push right, and the boy will climb through there. Okay, but I can also go here and jump on it, and then the boy will do this. No matter what you did, it feels correct, and it's just blows my mind how simple things such as this create the game world. Since we're talking about Carlsen here, I want to highlight some of the puzzle design. So a lot of puzzles are designed in a way that emphasize, I would call it like a red herring solution. Where is it here? Yeah. I call it a red herring solution when you talk about it. It's kind of, they bait you into thinking what the solution is, but then you realize you have to think outside of the box. So here the box is in the light, so you're naturally drawn to it. I'm like, okay, I'm going down. Okay, I need the box on the button, I guess. Ah yeah, now it gets up, but now it goes down. Okay, so maybe I pull the box back again. And I go in here, but now this is closed. And the solution is actually not within the box. It is so simple, but it took me surprisingly long when I played it for the first time. The solution is to actually just stay here and then use the box. I have to keep a look on the time. And then you can go back in here and get through. So it's a super simple puzzle, simple yet effective puzzle design. Another solution that I think is a good example for it is one where actually the red herring solution has now been found out to, oops, that's the wrong checkpoint, has found out to actually work. So, but I'm going to show it anyway. And I'm not going to show the end of this game, by the way, because the end of this game is so... Oh, maybe I'm going to just do that. I don't know. Should be. I don't have much time left. I just want to emphasize Carlsen's puzzle design. Puzzle design on top of world building. That's what I think is so cool. So here you are. You can use this lever to get the guys fall out there. Now the lever is unreachable, and you might think, okay, now I go here, and you friendos, you're following me, right? And you will just not really look too much at the surroundings, I suppose. And we'll just, go further and realize, there's a button. I know that I can use these to throw me up. I've learned this in the mine. So I just go here and try to push the button. Oh no, it's not far. And then you think a bit. I know there is now a trick. I can do the trick if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do it because I'm showing the casual way of doing it. You can reach the button, but we're not going to do it today. And then you go... Actually, what you have to do is... You have to use the freaks here at the very left side of this room. Oh no, is that... Oh yeah. Yeah, it's some magnet hands. Games by Carlsen are also, as far as I'm aware, designed to feel fair most of the time. And this is very important, the game feel. And then you have to use the freaks here again, because now you can get into the water surface on top. And now, well, we can breathe underwater now because we've gained the ability. What we're going to do here is we're going to swim over to the button. And now we know, oh, I wasn't even supposed to use the freaks to get me to the button. I had to just drop down from here. And this is once again, remember how I explained the box puzzle in Limbo that used small room in a compressed manner, had you cycle, like, think outside of the box literally a few times. All right, so we're gonna look at the end of the game, because that's just how I end all the retrospectives. Yes, at the end, suddenly you're a blob for some reason. I'm not gonna, for those who have not played, I'm not gonna spoil why, but I think you've played the game by now. It's almost 10 years old. And we have to crash through this little wooden wall. And now we can't move at all anymore. Now we're at the end of the game. Oh yeah, it was released in well, almost 10 years, a bit of an exaggeration, you're right. It's 2016 it was released, so yeah, not quite yet, almost 10 years. 7 years. Yeah, 7 years. And now it's the end of the game. Suddenly it's all peaceful, but if you've played the game and if you've paid attention, you will notice that you've seen a miniature of this one. 7th of July 2016, yeah. Thank you. You've seen a miniature of this. And it's not clear if this is really outside or if you're still trapped as the blob. And if we wait a bit, oops, I'm waiting for the credits to start. Mel here. Oh, yeah, I mean, I know some, there were people who had this screen on for 24 hours straight just to see if something happens, but so far we haven't found a secret ending yet, other than the regular secret ending. There it is, lead gameplay designer is Jeppe Carlsen, and also we have where is he? The audio programmer on the bottom right, Jacob Smith, also their composer and sound designer Gunvor Ryberg. Remember this name because the next game that we're going to look at has Gunvor Ryberg as the composer. After Inside, Carlsen actually made a second solo game with Carlsen Games, like his little three-man show. It was like Jeppe Carlsen, Jacob Smith, the one that we just looked at, the audio programmer guy, who also did the music for 140. And then we have Niels... I forgot his name. Niels Fürst, who was the graphic designer dude for the game, for the games. And Thoth is the next release. It was released in, I forgot, in 2018? 17? When was Thoth? I forgot when Thoth was released. I think it wasn't too long after Inside. Anyway, let's look at the game. And Thoth is a completely different game than the other. Oh, it was so shortly after Inside. Okay, thank you. Thoth is so different from, well, platformer games. It's weird that Carlsen said he wanted to develop a game such as this. So the music here is very atmospheric here, and it's a twin-stick shooter all of a sudden. Oh, I'm still in the preview. I'm sorry. Here we go. Yeah. This is Thoth. It's a twin-stick shooter where you're like an abstract circle, and you have to maneuver and dodge these enemies. But the twist is that the enemies, when they die, they become even faster versions of themselves, and you have to make sure that this does not affect you much. And then you do this in sets of 4 levels. 60 minutes, and then every 4th level is a boss. And then you reach a checkpoint in the regular playthrough, and you have to go through, well, as you guessed, it's 64 levels. And each stage brings a new mechanic. So here's the mechanic: we have these walls where we can't go through. And when I die, I have to restart at the checkpoint. However, Carlsen was so kind and released an update to the game and made it slightly easier. So when I die in a stage that is not the first of a set of 4, I get a second chance to to beat the stage in a little bit of a harder mode with a lava wall where I have to make sure, okay, this time I beat it, and if I beat it, I can regular continue. Now we have 64 stages and some extra stages. So here's the final mechanic, are these weird little dragons, I like to call them. I haven't played the game in a long while, I forgot how all the strats work. And, oh yeah, here, these, they shoot for you. And these, they send out a clone that will clone me as soon as I defeat the next one. And I have to make sure that my clone is not in a bad spot when I do the cloning process. And here's that's basically one of the earlier bosses again. Wah! Yeah, also they regenerate. If you don't fire at them anymore, they do regenerate. And this is such a, like, the game is once again so simplistic, but these mechanics, they make so much sense. It's like compressed game design, and it shows like Carlsen's strength in thinking of not repurposing, that sounds negative, but of thinking a bit outside the box and bringing variety that does not become boring available for the player, and stay on point the whole time. And this is really something that I appreciate about Carlsen's game design philosophy. Are we gonna watch the ending credits? I don't know. We haven't. I can't afford them anyway. So, yeah, that's the last released game so far by Carlsen, but that's gonna change in just 14 minutes. And I forgot what I wanted to say. Yeah, this is the last sign. And since then, after Thoth at some time, Carlsen had announced his departure from Playdead, that he now wanted to focus on his own solo career. He had then later founded Geometric Interactive, which is now his new company. Jakob Smith, as far as I'm aware, is also part of that company. He also left Playdead, so he was the that was Martin Stieg Andersen, but audio programmer for Inside, and also did some Limbo work, and also did, I think, audio programming for Thoth as well. The music for Thoth, as I said, was by Søs Gunvor Riberg. I had the incredible honor of actually meeting Carlsen once. Let me see if I can find the images, the photos we took. We got really drunk, so that was very fun. And I brought my Switch with me, and we showed, some folks from Playdead were there as well. And we showed them the glitches in Limbo that we had found, and they loved it. They celebrated the glitches and the strats that we had found. You're putting it in the ground. Oh no pressure. Okay. Thank you. I feel humbled. Hey. Hello, Geometric Office. I hope I don't suck at the game. Where did I wanted to see. I can't find the images. No, I haven't. Dang it! I know I sent them to him via email. I just check with attachment. Yes, please, you can search now. That's awkward. Frick. I legit don't know if I still have the photos. Oh, I posted them on Twitter. Hang on. Oh, no, I have to search them. Oh, x.com as the page is now called. Let's see if I can find them. X advanced search. Let's go. When was it? It was winter ESA summer 2019. So that must have been in the month of July. So from my account, Z237, it has from July, I have no idea when ESA was, 2019 to July 31st, 2019. Include replies. I want to have that it contains media. Include links, only show replies. All right, let's search. Oh no. I legit can't find the photos anymore. They should be in my... Can we get some 140? Hang on. You have 9 more minutes for 140, so we can get it. Yeah, I can't find the photos. I'm sorry. Oh no. Let's put the best track in here. All right. I think they're in my iCloud, but I don't use iCloud, so that's embarrassing. I thought I was prepared for this ad hoc unscripted Carlsen retrospective that I just did. Do I see the iCloud here? Hang on, can I just log in? Oh, frick. It's on my own phone, but my own phone is broken, so I can't use it anymore. I would have to renew it. Also, in 3 minutes, I'm gonna go on the toilet. Yeah, I'm gonna allow that. Let's see if I can. If I actually do have them in here or not. Oh, that's you. Oh, that looks good, folks. That looks good. All right, let's have them. Let's have them load. That's my train. That's Copenhagen. That's the boys. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Oh God, my haircut. Alrighty. Here. Why does Apple make the experience of using their services on any other device than a Mac awful? I just... It's not like I don't like Apple. I actually think they make good stuff, but... alright. Let's... Why is the image 60,000 gigapixels tall? Alright. There it is! I met the boys! Unfortunately, we didn't take too many photos, so most of them were already gone. That's actually Game Guy SD on the leftmost, and then we have me at the rightmost, and next to me is Uncle Ronnie, and then next to that is Skelly. I'm gonna leave you with the 140 soundtrack. I'm gonna give a quick bathroom break. Gonna make myself a new cup of tea. Yeah, you were there too, and we were getting really wasted, actually. Oh no, there's more images, actually. Oh God, that image is completely blurry. You're wearing it right now. Yeah, there is another image. Can I just... Apple is like, huh, what? You're trying to use this on a non-Mac device? I can't let you do that. Jeez. But here's the other. Hang on. What time is it? 55. Image. Okay, I have the time. Here's another image. Here we go. Alrighty. I'm gonna leave you with this. image, and I'll be right back for the release of Cocoon. See you.